Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Damaris. I'm in my 40s and I've been single parenting for the past 14 years. I'm a solo mom to 4 great kids who have now all flown the nest. So these days, it's just me. I'm living alone here in Port Moresby while working on a short-term contract. Today, I've been cooped up at home all day. I even took an afternoon nap and I thought, you know what? Let's get out of the house. So I decided to treat myself to a good cup of coffee at Airways Hotel and bring you along with me. It's a beautiful Sunday evening here in Port Moresby, and this felt like the perfect moment to slow down, step out, enjoy the evening, prepare for the week, and talk to you about why being in your 40s is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel. If you're in your 40s, starting a YouTube channel might be the smartest move you make because you've lived, learned, and you actually have a story people want to hear. That's your superpower, and not many of us are using it. When you're in your 40s, okay, and 50s, 60s, and 70s, you've lived. You've seen what works and what doesn't. You've made mistakes, learned lessons, and you know yourself better than you ever did in your 20s or 30s. YouTube isn't just for Generation Z or the young or people chasing the next trend. It's for those who lived a little through different seasons in life. It's for the storytellers, for the people who can say, I've been there and here's what I've learned. You ever watched a YouTube video where some 20-something-year-old is giving relationship advice? I'm sitting there thinking, thanks, but no thanks. Maybe I'll take notes from someone who's actually lived through a few more seasons of life. That's the advantage we have in our 40s. Experience, perspective, stories that actually resonate. Because when you've been through life, you're not just giving advice, you're giving truth. Truth that has been lived. People can feel when what you're saying comes from within you and not a blog post or a textbook. That's why I believe the 40-plus generation has so much to offer online. We've lived through change, parenting, technology, relationships, careers, heartbreak, rebuilding. We know what works and what doesn't, and that's priceless. And that's the kind of stuff I talk about on my channel, not fake positivity, just real life, real lessons. I only started creating videos recently on YouTube, even though I created a YouTube account years ago. Back when I was still in my 30s, I wrote scripts, I planned out videos, but I just couldn't bring myself to record and upload my videos on YouTube. I kept putting it off. I was too busy with the kids. I thought I needed fancy cameras, microphones, all the gadgets. Looking back, those were just excuses. The truth is, I was scared. I was in my 30s and scared to talk about my life as a single mom. I was scared of being judged. So, with every bit of courage I could gather, I finally posted my first YouTube video in December 2024. 5 years after I left my 9-to-5. The link is in the description. Then I waited. I was honestly anxious, wondering what people would say. At first there was silence. No comments, nothing. So I thought, it must have been the poor audio, lighting, or the rough edits in that first video. It felt cringe, talking about my journey as a single mom and not knowing how people would react. Because I know there's a lot of misunderstanding and negative stigma around single moms in society. Then I thought to myself, I've posted my first video and have started telling my story. I can't stop now. I experimented with different ways of presenting my videos. And then things began to change. This video, link is also in the description, was the third video I did. The audio went wrong somewhere. I was not confident in front of the camera and I did not have enough footage. So I used loop videos. But then I thought, only the real ones who aren't there for perfect lighting, smooth edits, or cinematic masterpieces will look past the bad audio and loop videos and still watch the video because something in the message speaks to them. Then I checked the analytics for this video. I wanted to see who the real ones were. I noticed this video was watched mostly by viewers in the United States. I studied my analytics to see what my audience wanted to watch, and I worked at improving the videos each time. Then slowly the videos started to pick up and people reached out with kind words, thanking me for being open and sharing my journey. Hearing that my story was connecting with other moms meant so much, and their encouragement gave me the confidence to keep going. By the time I got to my 15th video, my channel was already monetized through the YouTube Partner Program, which still feels a bit surreal. That's when it clicked for me. If even a small part of my story can help someone feel seen, supported, or less alone, that's more than enough. And I'm so grateful to each of you who keep coming back to watch my videos. Your encouragement and support mean the world. Thank you so much. When you've been single parenting for more than 10 years, raising 4 kids on your own, living through all the highs and lows of trying to be both mother and father, life humbles you. It took a lot of inner work, deep healing, and forgiveness to finally open up and share my journey as a single mom. Because I realized something. My story isn't just mine anymore. Everything I've been through, the mistakes, the struggles, the lessons, could make the journey a little easier for another single mom just starting out her journey somewhere in this world. That's what makes sharing your story worth it. Your story is yours to tell, and the world is waiting to hear it. We all have a purpose on this planet, and your experiences, everything you've been through, are part of your story. Sharing your story matters because it's one way your purpose can touch someone else's life. So if you're sitting on your story thinking it's too messy, too ordinary, or too late to share, it's not. Your story is everything you live through. The struggles, the wins, the lessons, and even the messy parts. And someone out there needs to hear it right now. They might find hope, guidance, or just the comfort of knowing they're not alone. And telling your story in your 40s? That's the sweet spot. The I don't give an F era. At this stage, I genuinely don't care what people think of me. Other people's opinions of me are none of my business, actually. People are going to judge you no matter what you do, so why let it control you? These days, my biggest flex is peace. Waking up each morning without anxiety, choosing who and what really matters, enjoy my own company, and knowing I don't need anyone's approval to feel good about my life. To start YouTube, you don't need to be a tech expert. You don't need fancy gear. You just need a phone, a message, and a story. So why do I say being in your 40s is the perfect time to start a YouTube channel? Number 1, you have life experience that resonates. By now, you've lived enough to teach, guide, and inspire. Whether it's parenting, relationships, or just surviving life's ups and downs, people want your wisdom, not just your opinion. Experiential knowledge is wisdom that has been lived and tested. And that's what we have if you're in your 40s. Textbooks and theory give us information, but life gives proof. Experiential knowledge comes from experience, from doing the reps, living through failure, disappointment, single parent struggles, late nights, financial stress, career changes, emotional burnout, and still showing up. It's knowledge that has been pressure tested by reality. When you've lived through something, your lessons carry a weight and truth that theory from a textbook just cannot match. People are hungry for real voices. They've been fed theory all their life, from the teachers in the classrooms, from television, from our parents, the internet, and what they want now is experience they can relate to. The second reason why being in your 40s is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel is your career and skill expertise. Now, you don't need a dramatic or messy story to have something worth sharing on YouTube. By the time we reach our 40s, many of us have built years of career experience and hard-earned skills. That could be in business, finance, tech, cooking, health, sales, marketing, education, gardening, sewing, whatever you mastered. And YouTube is by far the best platform to share this. There are doctors and lawyers on YouTube breaking down complex topics in simple, everyday language. There are teachers explaining things we never fully understood in school. My kids were learning chemistry and math from teachers on YouTube who live on the other side of the world. If you're a mom who has green fingers, you can share about how to maybe grow different types of orchids and how to take care of the different types of orchids. There are professionals sharing real-world advice you cannot find in textbooks. People aren't just watching for entertainment anymore. They're searching for clarity, guidance, and someone they can trust. And trust is built through experience. That's where you come in. If you've spent years learning something the hard way, there's someone out there right now searching for exactly what you already know. YouTube is the second largest search engine after Google. And Google owns YouTube, which means your videos can be discovered on both search engines when people are searching for real-life answers and guidance. Unlike social media posts that disappear in a day, YouTube is more like a digital library. The videos you create don't just disappear once you hit upload. They continue reaching people years after you upload the videos, helping them and also giving you extra income. Which brings me to the third reason why being in your 40s is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel. It can be a source of income. You can take all those career experiences you've gained and package them into online courses, workshops, or webinars and make money from them. The fourth reason why being in your 40s is a perfect time to start a YouTube channel is you have the confidence to be authentic. You finally stop overthinking what others think. That freedom lets you speak your truth and share content that resonates on a deeper level. Your 40s give you authority, clarity, wisdom, and confidence, the exact ingredients YouTube is built to reward. So you might be wondering, where do I even start? Now, I get it. Our generation didn't grow up with all this tech and we're often tech challenged, and it can feel intimidating at first. When I started out, I'd ask my kids to edit my videos for me. Can you trim this part? Can you add music here? Wait, can we change that again? Until they got so tired of me, so I taught myself how to edit my videos. There's a ton of helpful content right here on YouTube that walks you through the basics, step by step. And once you start, don't feel pressure to be everywhere. You don't need all the social media platforms right away. Focus on YouTube first. Focus on providing value to your audience. Focus on consistency, whether that's posting one video a week or even a month. So if you're over 40 and you've been thinking, what could I talk about on YouTube? Your lived experience is the content. Your story is the value. You don't need a degree to teach people what life already taught you. So stop worrying about being perfect. Just be real. Show up as you are. Hit record. That's how you win on YouTube, especially after 40.